In the era of great chaos, when the Earth and the Moon were at war with each other, a daredevil from the moon piloted a bizarre aircraft. It was feared, and because of its shape, called Einhander.
Every once in a while you find that odd relic, that anachronism, that game out of time that you never thought you'd be able to locate in the wild. Every once in a while you come upon something that you absolutely cannot pass up, for either its significance to the history of gaming, the history of a particular company, or because it's just a damn fun game. Every once in a while you get lucky. I found a copy of Einhander at a local used gaming concern, and I had to pick it up right then and there. It was definitely worth it. But let me get this off my chest first. That umlaut shouldn't be there. It's a rock umlaut. It's Einhander, one hand, no umlaut. It should be there if there were a sequel, Zweihander, two hands, plural, umlaut. You think I'd be over the mangling of the German language at the hands of Japanese pop media after watching Asuka try to spell out Anfang des Neves Anschlusses in Evangelion? But I'm not. I keep trying to pronounce this game as Einhander because that's how it's spelled. I'll try my best. Forgive me if I slip up. Gameplay. It's a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up, all right. I seem to have attracted a spate of those. Anyway, what makes Einhander different is in the particular method in which power-ups are acquired. Namely, you blow the weapons off enemy ships, grab them with your ship's manipulator arm, and attach them to yours. There are vulcans, cannons, homing missiles, spreaders, and this strange air-to-ground thing called a hedgehog for whatever reason. Be advised, though, that all these systems have finite ammunition, though expending one completely detaches the weapon and frees up the slot for another pickup. There are two fire buttons corresponding to the multiple weapon systems available. You might have a Vulcan firing alongside your standard machine gun, or have a cannon on hand for the really big things, or perhaps arm both and use them simultaneously. Further, some weapons have differing effects depending on where they're attached. A low-mounted Vulcan hangs a bit and fires at about a 30-degree downward angle, whereas switching the same gun to the top of your ship steadies it for straight shots. I'll admit this beast is fairly difficult. The ordnance comes from every direction, and sometimes it's tough to get your weapons spun around in just the right way to combat the oncoming hordes. And the ordnance moves fast. And sometimes you get the hell did it just do face when the boss jumps at you all of a sudden and crashes you to the ground, much like Techno or New Wave. Boss battles are especially fun as each section registers its own damage and patterns can alter depending on which systems are currently online. The soundtrack is a pleasant techno accompaniment to a much more urban-feeling shooter. Heck, the first level requires you to knock down neon signs if you're going to make it through safely. In the background, though, I occasionally hear an Achtung and lose my concentration as I try to hear if there's some safety information I should be made aware of. Nope, I guess that was... oh crap, I died again. Much like Brave Fencer Musashi, here's a great piece of Squaresoft pre-merger history that you're not going to find on the PlayStation Network. It's the real disc or no dice, and good luck tracking down the disc. Still, if you can, it's totally worth it. Maybe you'll be the lucky one next time, getting to point at the case of used games and say, "I'd like Einhander, please." And then the smug jerk behind the counter will look at you and say, "You know, there's an umlaut there."